So up next is this little gem, directed by Robert Hall and released by Anchor Bay Entertainment. It's one that's gotten a lot of buzz here recently. It's definitely one that is worthy of such buzz. This is Laid to Rest.
Hell yeah. And I can't think of an independent film that has been more favorable than Laid to Rest in a long fucking time. I mean, on our message board, there is a huge fan base for this movie. So I was definitely looking forward to checking it out. I'm glad I finally did, because the slasher film, folks, thanks to Robert Hall, is back.
So it's alive and well, if you will. I'm just glad to see Bobby Sue Luther in something.
Bobby Sue.
That sounds like some gimmick they give to Hillbilly Jim's, like mascot or something. It's Bobby Sue.
Hello, Bobby Sue.
So, okay.
You know, Peggy Sue was Sensational Sherry for dressed up for Honky Tonk Man. Eh?
Oh, that's right.
Remember that.
So what is going on with this movie? It's got like 4 or 5 different quotes on it from like everybody that we know anything about. Like you got Shock Till You Drop on here, Rue Morgue, Bloody Disgusting, Fagoria, all that stuff. So, okay. It's probably got one of the simplest plots that you'll ever encounter, which is a girl wakes up in a coffin. She has no idea how she got there. She has no idea who she is or anything that's going on around her. She's got an incredibly bad headache. She's obviously...
She's been laid to rest.
She's been experiencing some sort of trauma to her head that's caused her to lose her memory. So, she, right from the beginning of the film, like from the first 5 minutes, she's running away from this guy who's in...
Chrome skull.
Yeah, a chrome skull mask. And... you don't ever know why.
He's got a big Bowie knife, too.
You don't know the reason behind why he's chasing her or even who the hell he is. And basically the whole rest of the movie is just her trying to figure out and remember who she is and who this guy is and why he's chasing her. And in the process of that, she runs into a couple of other guys. One's Kevin Cage, I think, or Gage, Kevin Gage. Who was, I always remember him from Chaos. He was one of the lead guys in Chaos. He's been in a bunch of stuff,
though. He's not really a horror actor as much. And Chrome Skull also has a DV cam mounted on his shoulder so he can film his murders first person, I guess.
Yeah, he films all of his murders and supposedly sends the tapes to the police or something.
Yeah, he's more like it's not one of those deals where nobody thinks he exists. It's like the police are searching for him. He's a serial killer, I guess. So they bring a little bit of realism into the classic slasher style, I guess. So, and along the way, like, besides Kevin Gage and this lady for a while, everybody else in the movie gets obliterated by the blade of Chrome Skull. And there's some great fucking effects in this. And that's really the star, I think, of this movie more than anything else.
I don't know if people realize this, but if you didn't know Robert Hall before, I mostly knew him as a makeup effects guy. I mean, he has a background in that. This probably is one of the best makeup effects movies that I've seen. Well, probably that I've seen.
My favorite my favorite effect is the scene where he just throws the knife and, it sticks in this guy's head and he peels the rest of his face off with the knife.
Yeah.
That's just great.
Wasn't that guy from, wasn't he in That Thing You Do? That's what.
Oh, yeah? He was the killer in that shitty Prom Night remake, too.
Yeah, I was like that asshole from That Thing You Do getting killed?
It was awesome.
There's so many good death scenes in this, though, man. Like, just the sculpting that was in this movie. That's the thing that I think made it so effective, is that everything that was sculpted looked real. Like, there was really, I don't think there was any CG in it. Maybe with the eyes exploding in that one scene, but just very little CG. Most of it was like practical makeup effects and sculptures and stuff like that he did. There's like so many that I remember though, but the one that I thought was one of the best ones too was the one where he sticks the woman to the side of the house and then just like pulls the knife out of her head. That was fucking, for lack of a better word, brutal.
It was. And her face was pretty much gone, wasn't it, at that point?
Well, her eyes like started turning red and stuff too, and while he's like moving it out of her head,
pulled the thing out or something, it was like just fell over.
Now, there's a bunch of awesome effect scenes. There's one scene where like a teenager gets shot in the head with a shotgun. That's awesome too.
Yeah. I mean, that's the main reason to watch this. It's not like this movie's got a great story to it.
It really doesn't have any story to it.
And that's the point. That's slasher films for you. But what makes slasher films great, in my opinion, a lot of people don't agree with this, is the great death scenes, makeup effects scenes. And this movie definitely has that.
I think you can make a film with great death scenes as long as it's entertaining. Like, this film it pretty much starts off really, really fast paced and never stops being fast paced to the end of the film. So it's entertaining all the way through. I mean, you can have death scenes in a movie that can be great, and I thought the movie was shitty too, though. But with this one, it's
That's
like,
true. But hell, it never hurts though.
Yeah, no, it definitely in this case, it probably is one of the main reasons to buy this film. But it's not a boring film. It's not like a badly made or poorly made film or anything like that. I mean, it's probably one of the few films that I would actually consider buying myself.
You're going to have to.
Yeah. So Anchor Bay, I don't mind supporting Anchor Bay either. But what else is there to say about it, really? It's
great. It really is. Here's the thing I love to say about it. It kicks the shit out of Hatchet.
Everybody, this is what Hatchet should have been, really.
If anybody out there, I invite you next week to call in. You've seen this movie, you've seen Hatchet, and if you like Hatchet better, you call and you tell me why. You tell me why. Because Hatchet sucks compared to this. It sucks, period. But this movie is definitely what Hatchet should have been. It's what Hatchet promised to be, but didn't deliver. Laid to Rest delivered. I say check it out.
I didn't realize this till I was looking at this, but this was actually produced by Bobby Sue Luther.
Woo, Bobby Sue.
Bobby Sue's like, I put my stamp of approval on this. I'm Bobby Sue Luther. This is Laid to Rest.
Yeah, and we put our Dead Pit seal of approval on this too. They actually have a few extras on this. They got audio commentary with writer-director Robert Hall and actor/producer Bobby Sue Luther.
Oh!
And you also have making of Laid to Rest, torture, the special effects of Laid to Rest, deleted scenes, bloopers, and a trailer. So that is Laid to Rest, the unrated director's cut from Anchor Bay Entertainment. I say you go out and grab this motherfucker right now.
I guarantee you that before it's over with, there will be a cult following of people that will dress up like Chrome Skull.
Yeah, maybe they'll be starting this year at conventions.
Yeah!
What do we do now?
Die.
A special thank you goes out to our supporters on Patreon. The Patreon website has a complete archive of the Dead Pit Radio shows starting way back in 2005, in addition to all of the midweek shows archived, commentaries, all that good stuff. If you're interested, and we appreciate all the support, go to www.patreon.com/IntoTheDeadPit. Tiers start as low as $1 per month.